Tell you something, man. When anyone says this, especially a female, see, you got to understand something. Shout out to this gorgeous young lady YouTuber, even though, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times she be saying stuff kind of like go sisterhood, but woman, so it can't be helped. But this chick called Six the God, but I was watching this video clip on TikTok of her saying women are like alligators, they will drag you into sass. Shout out to that. That is some of the dopest stuff I've heard in a long time, man. You know, normally I come up with my own dope shit, but I'm like, oh my god, that woman came up with some stuff on that. Drag you into sass. Come on, man. If that don't sum it up, women project, so they know when they're doing a verbal battle with you that's not even a man's behavior, so the goal is to get you out of frame. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's some birds over here fighting. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, I mean, but look. Hey, listen, birds fighting in front of me. You know how these women are birds. But yeah, drag you in the sass. Listen, these women want to be your mammy. Okay? Now, I would be on my walk right now, but the wind is blowing something crazy, and it's already like 30 degrees, so we're not doing that. But, listen, these women want to be your mammy. They love, what I get the most bothered about with modern women, the Western woman, the American tyrant, what bothers me about these pirates is their need to always mother you. Now, this is why they always say things to you like, oh, he wants a mother, because they're always trying to mother you. So when you're a guy that don't need any mothering, you know who your mother is. And these women, because what they do, they have a tendency to always nitpick. They have this tendency to, for one, they're looking at you too hard. But they have a tendency for guys they like to nitpick. And see, I can see. So if I got a woman friend that's using me as an archetype, man, if she's like bringing my archetype up, talking about men, I'll call her out on them. Like, that's some stuff that I've done. You're using, you know what I'm saying, some traits that you've noticed me doing or whatever as part of this. And I'll call them out, man. Like, I see this stuff. So when I see like content creators, female content creators, when they're out here nitpicking an archetype or talking, see, women don't ever really critique themselves, right? So if you have a content creator and she's like talking about something that needs improvement, she's never talking about herself. She never talks about herself. They don't do that kind of stuff. Women don't do that kind of stuff. Very humble women sometimes, but they're never, when they're doing crazy correction, they're talking about someone else they've observed. Now, women observe and study the men they like, so 9 times out of 10, they're talking about a man. So I notice this stuff, and what I do is I catch these women, like they're always, I don't know, man, like in my opinion, they're doing too much. You know, they're studying men too much, and then, you know, when I catch their channels, because some of these women hit me up that are content creators, that's why I've been talking about them lately, and some of these women don't really realize that I can see what they're really saying. I've had content creators, and I've had women that are just posting on social media, like Facebook and Instagram, and I have their number, and I'm doing certain things, and then I will see them post something up that's related to the conversation that we had, or, you know what I'm saying, saying that I ghosted her, which I do. I don't really do it on purpose. I got stuff to do. So what I do is I just prioritize the stuff I do. Even though I'm supposed to get back with a chick or something, I got to prioritize my business first, and then I'll get back to you. And these women think that I'm like doing it on purpose in the sense of ghosting them. No, I'm just prioritizing myself over anything that you have going on. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I just see this kind of stuff, and it's like, yo, does she not think I know that she's talking about me in this post? And I guess they don't think that I know, right? So whenever, and then they will hit me back up at some point in time, crazy, right? And then what I'll do is I'll just disappear. I won't never respond back to them. It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? You got to post up everything online that every interaction that we have that you don't agree with, but they won't say nothing to you. They will not never say anything to you. They will only, you know what I'm saying, post up stuff, talk to their girls, stuff like that, but they won't say anything to you. Then they'll hit you back up whenever they've calmed down like nothing happened. These females don't really think that we can see this kind of stuff. They really don't. And they wonder why we're going overseas. I'm going overseas because I'm going to find a group of women that are not on social media all the time, that have not been westernized. You know what I'm saying? And what do you mean by westernized? A woman that thinks she has value just by walking around, you know what I'm saying, with a hot box. Thinks that that's her value. Like, that's what she brings to me that's of value that I need to do everything I can for. I'm done. I'm listening to some of these Passportbros, expats, and some of these digital nomads. And I'm watching the digital nomads more so now because these are like the nerdy kind of IT guys like me. And the way that they look at Pookies is different. They look at Pookies like a plague that's going around the world. So if they'll say something like, yeah, Thailand's getting pookified. You know what I'm saying? So they're talking about the pookification of these, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm just rolling on these words, man. Ain't nobody talked like this before. They're talking about the pookification of other countries. You know what I'm saying? So these guys are talking about, yeah, don't go to this country. It's too many pookies there. You know, like Brazil, DR, stuff like this. So they're telling me where to go, and they're telling me like the spots that were good, but that are outdated now. So I forgot who I was watching. It was like something travel passport, something like that. But this guy's been doing it for 10 plus years, and he has somebody else on there. And these are digital nomads. You know what I'm saying? They like all about IT, man. Like one of them does like courses on Python or something like that, and another one, you know, I forgot what he said he did, but he said he had a CISSP, which is top tier, highest level certification you can have in IT. You're talking about guys that can make well over 200K. You know what I'm saying? So you know, these guys are talking about, you know, moving around a little bit differently. And I'm not trying to put your business out here, guys, but I gotta bring it up to my guys. They're talking about Costa Rica. What do you guys think about Costa Rica, man? You know what I'm saying? Is that one of the spots that maybe should be put on the list of spots to move to that aren't too pookified? You know, because the pookification is going on around, and he's right. They're going over there throwing money on women, causing women, you know, tricking and causing women to start acting westernized because the money being thrown on them, thinking that there's something because there's some idiots throwing money on them. So, you know, that's definitely a problem that needs to be addressed. But let's get back to the matter at hand, man. Man, these women out here, when a woman says something to you, or you hear a woman say something like, yeah, this person was doing da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and I was embarrassed for him. What do you mean you was embarrassed for him? Hang on for a second. Hey, what's going on, fam? What's going on? Shout out to the subscribers and the channel members. So I'm like, what are you backing into? Oh, okay, I thought he's backing in next to me. Yeah, I'm like, so what does that mean? You ever heard somebody say that? Like, oh, this person's doing da 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 da. You know, like they're doing all this stuff and it's embarrassing. How do they know what's embarrassing to that person? Things that are embarrassing are on a person-by-person basis. What that sounds like is someone trying to project embarrassment onto someone, right? And trying to convince people around them why that person should be embarrassed of what they did. Why would, see, these are low IQ, you know what I'm saying, females I'm talking about to say things like this. So if you're a female and, you know, you're out here talking this way, or you're a content creator and you're speaking about being, you know, what's embarrassing for someone else, or what should be, what is the scale of that? What is the control? You know, I'm an engineer, so I need to, like, what's the base? What do we consider universally embarrassing? Where was that ever established? Oh, it never was. So when someone is talking about, you know, this person's doing this, or they should be embarrassed, why should they be embarrassed? Based off of what group of behavioral patterns that humans agree upon that is embarrassing. You see how stupid you sound? See, this is another way I identify a low IQ individual female that I don't want to deal with. When she speaks like this, when she says something like, yeah, you know, you may have, you know, embarrassed yourself, or you're doing some embarrassing things, based off of what? Why would I consider them embarrassing? And if you consider them embarrassing while I was doing them, why wouldn't you let me know? Why would you wait till I get out of it first? Do you see what I'm saying? Low IQ, trashy, looking for drama, looking for a way to project onto someone else to take away from whatever that person's doing by making up something that has no base. Embarrassed based off of what? I mean, I just love watching human behavioral patterns, and it's like listening to people speak and people not really realizing how dumb they sound while they're trying to sound smart, trying to articulate hate onto somebody else. But it don't see when you're trying to project trauma, drama, and hate onto somebody, it's hard to make it make sense because it's going to be baseless. But if somebody's not a thinker, they won't say nothing like this. Like, I hear a lot of people babbling on their channels, and they'll say, yeah, you know, the stuff that they were doing was so embarrassing. And I remember the person they're talking about, and I'm like, I didn't consider that embarrassing. And if that person felt like doing it, who are we to judge them and tell them what's embarrassing? Based off of what? I think it's embarrassing for you to get online and project onto somebody else what you perceive to be embarrassing or what you would be embarrassed about. Maybe you're just a loser that's sensitive about everybody else and what everybody else thinks, and that person isn't. So what do you see what I'm saying? That's based off an assumption that everybody cares about what everybody else thinks. That's the only way you can get embarrassed about anything that you do, if you're worried about what somebody else or groups of people think about what you say. But if you know that no person can judge you, that God's, why would you care? Grand Rising, why would you care? It don't make any sense to me. Like I said, low IQ females hating. Now, I've seen males talk like this too, but nobody cares what males are saying. These idiots don't get women, and who cares what they're saying? You know what I'm saying? But when I see a female trying to use this low IQ tactic, it's really a tactic of throwing shade. Right? Like, it's a low IQ way of throwing shade by throwing that projectile out there. Basically, you know what I'm saying, framing it as if someone should be embarrassed based off of no criteria of what's embarrassing. You know what I mean? Absolutely. There you go. And my thing about it is, while I'm on here, right, I have a lot of content creators that come over under fake profiles and things of that nature, and they watch my content and they run back to their channels and say and do the craziest things. The effort that I see people go through to try to gaslight me while I'm minding my own business, it's really sometimes the only thing that keeps me going. Because if there's people that are that concerned with trying to throw a monkey wrench in whatever I'm doing while I'm minding my business, I must be doing something great. Therefore, I gotta keep it going. But even on the days I'm tired, if I were to be tired, the way to motivate me really quickly is to be a hater trying to manipulate me or my subscribers, or just a content creator thinking that you're smart and I'm not going to pick up on your low IQ dumbass shade, right? It's quite, and it's like sometimes I think that they do it to see if I'm going to notice it, to say something about it. And what I like to do with them, like I said in the post earlier, I'll go back and address a hating content creator that hated on me in a video 2 months ago. They'll never know whenever I find time, I'll go back and address it when I'm bored or whatever, and put you low IQ, dumbass individuals in your place. But it'll never be when you expect for it to be, because that's what you're doing it for. A lot of people, when you're anointed or whenever you're minding your business and you're, you know what I'm saying, really focused, they want to get a reaction out of you. It's all about just getting, and then they'll gaslight the reaction and get out of you, especially if they're a content creator. They'll come over, try to get a reaction, then run back to their channel and say, don't let no one get a reaction out of you. Da-da-da. See, these are the things that these corny, cornball losers that'll never be anything in the world and in their life do, right? It's just, there's no life. There's no, And I'm not just saying as in just the women. There's guys out here doing this shit too, man. There's guys out here doing this shit too. But like the point I'm making is, as a woman, how are y'all thinking it's a good idea to study and critique the men that you like, to throw shade and things of that nature at the men that you like and think you're going to get one of us? Like, how does that make any sense? To play us like we're stupid and not pick up on what you're doing. How does it make any sense? What is your end goal? I really think that y'all are okay with just getting smashed out by Pookies and Chads and Tyrones. I don't think you really care about anything real, because it must be really good for you to go online and whine, cry, bicker, and bitch about the men that you like and what they're doing that you don't like, because that's all they're doing online right now. They're all complaining about the men that they like because they don't even see the men they don't like. So they're complaining about them because they can't get them to do what they want them to do. So they get online and whine about the stuff that they're nitpicking about the men that they like, and then still think that they're going to get those men, as if we can't see what they're doing. Man, I'm telling you, why do you think I'm running overseas? I'm not going to let one of you cornballs set up a situation and happen to have a bump into me at some point in time, or hit me up on my social media after you've been watching me for months and thinking, oh, this is a perfect time. He won't know that. No. I'll be overseas. You won't be able to bump into me. I'll be overseas. You're going to have to fly to me. There is no more, doing this stupid shit where you orbit the men you like, critique the fuck out of them, and think that we're going to linger around and maybe happens. No, you're going to be left alone with your animals. See, there is no such thing as a good chick that doesn't say nothing. You're just as bad as the chicks that are out here playing manipulative games with guys because you're still playing games. If you like someone, you don't say nothing, but you're making content about them or whatever, you're just as bad as the women that are playing the games. So instead of playing the game partially with you and letting you somewhat manipulate me, no, I'm going to move somewhere where they can't study me like y'all can. And that way it's an even playing field, because I ain't studying nobody, right? And if you're an American woman and you happen to bump into me and be a content creator when I'm over there minding my business in Thailand or wherever I move to, that's not a coincidence, baby. That's not a coincidence. So we can do this and play these games all day long. I'm not here for it, man. I'm so disgusted with the American woman tactic. Not just the scallywags, but the regular woman that's probably not that bad, but still wants to be a mammy to somebody. Still wants to be able to teach you something. Still wants to be able to point out whatever little pet peeves or little nitpicky things that she noticed that she can tell you to improve on, while she still lays with Pookies, have kids out of wedlock, and possibly live off of some kind of government assistance, right? But this woman will have advice for you. We're trying to tell. Your problem is y'all don't know how to shut the fuck up. You don't know how to just be quiet and stop making notice of your observations. Anyone and any person, especially men who are trained to be this way all their life, can nitpick about small, minute things that you corny, weird-ass women are doing, but we choose not to. Y'all go out of your way to point out nitpicky things, thinking that you're noticing something that no one else has. And no, fool, you're just the most disrespectful, rude person to say something about it. That's the difference, man. We don't do what y'all do. If we were to nitpick the way that y'all look with your goofy wigs, with your baby hairs laid down on your forehead like some glued-on retard. I mean, be careful what I say, man. I don't get flagged, right? With your filtered pictures, with your videos and things of that nature, that you're using the body morphers to make your waistline smaller. If we really wanted to go in on you on every little thing that y'all are doing while you're watching us so hard that you're picking up on our mannerisms and ways of speaking, if we really wanted to go in, we could nitpick about every little thing that we're noticing about you cornballs. We really could, but men just don't make time for it. Y'all have nothing else better to do than to harass and be the slave catchers of this fucking government and run around here and nitpick and pick on and bully men. You know what I'm saying? Evil, entitled, low self. Absolutely. And they project it onto us, telling us that we're evil, we got low self-esteem, and they're always talking about a real man. You ever notice women that ain't got a man always talking about what a real man is and what a man would do? This chick wouldn't know what a man is if he was standing right in front of the fool. But she'll sit here and tell you, oh, no, that's not a real man. Anything a woman is telling you that a man would do is something that she just wants you to do to make you a little more docile, for her to be more comfortable with you. But the docile guy is not going to be the guy that she really wants to smash her cheeks. She just wants to complain. That's what women like to do. Complain, bicker, whine. Just really what it is, like I said, or whatever Six of God said, drag your ass in the sass. She got it perfect with that one. She just wants to drag your ass in the sass and then turn around and say, oh, you sassy. Yeah, I'm just sassy out of nowhere. You were just sitting there and I just started, you know what I'm saying, saying stuff. You didn't run your fucking mouth saying stuff and then put yourself into a place where you can't verbally get out of it. Now you want to gaslight me and use shaming language. Okay. All right. What guys got to do is start calling them out on in the beginning. So when she opens her mouth, be like, I ain't dealing with no sass. I ain't dealing with no sassy ass woman. I ain't about that talking, dude. Like, I ain't about that talking. I ain't dealing with all that sass. I ain't dealing with it. That's what we got to start doing before she gets a chance to, because you're going to be thinking, I got it lined up. I got her set up. She's running her mouth. You know what I'm saying? I got it lined up. And then you start giving her, you know what I'm saying, the verbal spanking that she deserves. And then because you can articulate yourself and make her look stupid, ooh, you sassy and zesty. Yeah, whatever. You're low IQ and dumb. You know what I'm saying? And I'm no longer interested. See, these women, man, I'm telling you, dude. And I'm still going to have the video at like 9:30, 10. I just needed to get a video out this early because, man, I need for you guys to understand that you need to be looking at better options, and we need to be leaving these American women in the dust so they can be looking at each other. Maybe they'll start messing with each other. They'll realize how much of a mess that they are. And then, you know, of course, this group of them will have to get old and die alone. But the next batches will see these hags and be like, oh, I don't want that. No. You know what I'm saying? Maybe someone will learn, because these women, they do the total opposite of what we ask, which is get with one of us before they turn 27, right? Regardless of what position they are in life. They are so insecure, and they've been taught by their single mothers, go out there, chase the bag, you know, get your business, get your business, make sure you're an entrepreneur, and you get a bag. I'm getting tired of hearing business, and women have ruined it. Like, I'm so tired of hearing women say, I got a business and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm so tired of who don't have a business, who ain't an entrepreneur. What are you talking about? Every little thing they do, they get glorified for doing it. We'll have multiple businesses, be in shape, six-pack and everything, have her skincare right. A woman will get rid of a couple pimples on her face and her videos will go viral and she'll make a routine video. Anything to get to that bag, man, I'm telling you. These American women, these women be watching my content looking for different ways to make videos to get to the bag. And then wonder why they can't get the same man they're studying. You are studying us so much that we can see your funky, crusty, heeled ass a mile away. We don't want you. We can see you a mile away. It's like, why would I put myself in the position to deal with this woman who's been studying me? You're watching us so much, you don't even realize that you've taken on our mannerisms, our quirks, our speech patterns. Some women do know what they're doing because they're like, oh, he's got something going on there. They pick it up on purpose. But some women that are kind of aligned right in their femininity but don't even know it, they admire the kind of guy they like, and they will pick up on your mannerisms, your way of speech, all kind of stuff because they like you. But they don't really realize that. But they like you. They might think you're cute. No, you like me a lot. enough so that when you're watching me so much, you're picking up on my mannerisms and I can catch it. I've been taught and trained how to pick up on human behavioral patterns. I will catch it. Then I will study you. Like, oh, man, this chick's a little baddie. Man, I got baddies out here watching me but won't say shit. Man, fuck. I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. I mean, because I'm looking at these chicks that are watching me. Some of them that are picking up my mannerisms. I'm like, this chick is decent. Like, I would probably fuck with her. I would probably, but she won't say shit. Won't say nothing. Just watch. The fuck are you doing, man? The bag is so important to die alone? You're never going to try to get a man? You're just going to study, and never apply it to nothing. Study, make your content, never apply it to nothing. There's some decent, cute chicks that are too fucking scared to say anything, man. And they sitting around watching us. It's weird, dude. Y'all are so weird. Of course we're getting out of here. Where women that like us will let us approach them without shutting us down because it's the human standard or the woman's standard in America, even though you're the kind of guy that she likes. They're weird as fuck. Looking for this Chad that has not been invented. Because what they do, they study it so much. Well, I like this about this one. But I don't like how he's a little bit too rough around the edges. I like this one, but his money ain't quite right yet. Maybe when he get his bag right. I like this one, but I don't know if I like the way he dress. You know what I'm saying? They do all this nitpicky, stupid shit, then just age out, then get bitter as hell and project it on everybody because she decided to use the internet as a weapon and a tool against men that she wants. What do we do on the internet, man? We go look at some pictures of chicks and like them. We're watching something entertaining. We're not studying women. Bro, come on, man. Like, we don't do what they do. That's why they keep getting us in arguments. That's why I gotta study them, because most of y'all just, don't, I gotta do it because I'm a content creator. But, like, we don't study them. That's why they keep studying us, so we get in these little, panels, and we say something. This HO, we done already heard that, and she's like, oh, got him. I heard that on the video, so I know what the other one has said. And she says it. And then you be like, man, she got me. You think that she's smart? No, she's regurgitating what she heard on another video that she's been watching. They watch this stuff all day long, wondering why they have no man. It's the craziest thing in the world, man. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Johnny West? It's crazy, ain't it? I'm just telling you, man. I'm telling you, this is how the modern woman in America thinks, and it's not just a modern woman. And I'm telling you, these women, man. Some of these women that like you, again, are super narcissistic. They'll get jealous of you, and they'll start doing what beta type of dudes do, which will be, try to gaslight you, try to trigger you, make fake profiles, get into your comment section and say wild things to try to throw you off your topic and your subject or whatever. Then feel like they're doing something big. There's so much going on against us in this country, man. We really need to just really rethink things. And y'all are trying to retire and buy a home. You really should be trying to get your money together and find a way to make money overseas or be a digital nomad. I mean, that's your, and get overseas. Like I said, Costa Rica, they're talking a lot of stuff. The digital nomads are talking about other areas besides Thailand and things like that, because it's getting pookified. Apparently the pookies are going over there and acting the fool in Brazil and the Dominican Republic. So we got to find other places to go. But I'm just keeping everything. I'm paying attention, man. I'm going, but on my way out, if you think that these raggedy women that have run me out the country because I just don't want to stay here and look through all this mud and trash and look for a diamond in the rough, who has probably been monitoring me for God knows how long, and then finally put herself in orbit, and I noticed her, don't even know how long she's been studying me to say and do the right things. I don't even know the fuck she really is until, she decides to change up on me. I think it's a new person, but really it's the way that she's always been. I'm not doing this, man. I'm not doing it. It's not fair that y'all use the internet as some tool to study the men that you want, and then try to figure out which one you think that you have not found this guy yet. What makes you think you're going to find him? You're misusing the internet, dude. You're misusing the internet, and now we're all fucked because of this stupid shit. They're misusing the internet. They are studying us. They're studying the men that they want, and they're trying. And what they do is they adjust and upgrade their bodies and their looks to the look that's the most aesthetic to the men that they like. They think that they have some kind of fucking cheat code here, and they really don't. If it was a cheat code, why are all of you either single and childless or single with a bunch of kids? It's not worked for you. Stop using the internet like this. Stop using it this way. Get off the internet and detox. See, women overseas got more things to do, and they don't have access to the internet and be able to sit on their soggy bums all day long, scrolling through the men that they like and getting upset and making proxy relationships. They got things to do. Y'all sit around and do too much and wonder why you're in the situations you are. You can't find a man, can't get a man, can't keep a man, have no proposals, and you're sitting around thinking, I got it all together. Got my degree, got all my surgeries, everything looking right. I'm getting my Botox. What am I doing wrong? Everything. Now, I'm not going to sit here and break it down to what you're doing wrong. Watch any video from any man, and they'll tell you, you're losing us. We're gone. We're out. You know what I'm saying? Finito. Finished. You know what I mean? We're gone. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I'm tired of it. But I'm going to keep saying things, because if I got to leave the country, well, it's not just because of y'all, because, there's a lot of stuff going on. I need to get outside of it for a little bit. There's too much stuff going on here. You know what I'm saying? Shit not making sense. Not just dating wise and women wise. I just need to get outside of it and look in for a little bit. But y'all have made it so unbearable. We can't deal with it no more. You love to cheat. You think it's, liberation. Cheating and being promiscuous is liberation now. It can't be shamed. You have the whole societal structure set up to benefit you, so that they can, squash all content giving an opposing argument to women should be able to do whatever they want, but men should just basically be slaves and worker bees. Well, that's slaves, right? Men should be slaves and women do whatever they want, right? Got it. Get your passport, go overseas, y'all. I got to go over here, get on TikTok for a little bit, talk my stuff, and then work out, and then get back on here a little bit later. But get your passports, go overseas. It's getting too wild in America, all right? Women are competing with you. Women are putting you in proxy relationships. Women are just studying you to see your weak points, your vulnerabilities, perceived vulnerabilities, you know what I'm saying, and insecurities, and then trying to project all this crap onto you, and we don't even know where it's coming from, because these fools are studying us. They think that they know how men think, and they have no idea. Every woman swears up and down that men are so simple-minded. We're so simple-minded, but we build everything. And y'all are so complicated, but you can't get shit done. And you get fooled by simple-minded pookies. It don't make any sense, man. Nothing that y'all say or do makes any sense according to your actions. Nothing. Nothing, man. I'm not listening to y'all. You make no sense. And trying to listen to y'all and trying to go down that rabbit hole leads everybody to insanity. Not listening to you. A woman will say anything to win an argument, even if she's bending reality to do it, with all forms of mental gymnastics. And then she will move the goalpost. There's no winning when it comes to debating these females. They, like Six to God says, Goddess says, they will drag you into sass, then turn around and call you sassy. Not doing that stuff no more, man. Not doing that stuff no more, dude. Go overseas, where a man that stands up for himself and speaks for himself is appreciated. It's not gaslit and shamed. We got to do this, all right? Love y'all. I'm your brother.